Good day everyone, my name is Venus B. Capara and this is the continuation of our topic, forest conservation of natural resources. So there are a lot of steps that we can take to conserve our forest resources, and among them are as follows. So number one is regulated and planned cutting of trees. So one of the main reason of deforestation is commercial felling of trees. According to an estimate, about 1,600 million cubic meters of wood have been used for various purposes in the world. Although trees are considered as perennial resource, when exploited in a very large scale, their revival cannot be possible. The second one is control over forest fire. Destruction or loss of forest by fire is fairly common because trees are highly exposed to fire, and once started it becomes difficult to control. Sometimes the fire starts by natural processes. Example, by lightning or by friction of trees by friction between trees during speedy winds, while in most cases it is also by man, either intentionally or unintentionally. Then the third one is reforestation and afforestation. So the sustained yield concept dictates that whenever timber is removed, either by block cutting or selective cutting, the denuded area must be reforested. This may be done by natural or artificial methods. Similarly, any forested land which has been destroyed by fire or mining activities should be reforested. The best example of this is the mining or quarrying in Carrascal, Surigao del Sur. They have season that they stop quarrying, and that season they tend to plant trees in that particular area they have quarried. Now the fourth one is check over forest clearance for agricultural and habitation purposes. So most of the present day agricultural land was once forested and then cleared for the use of agriculture. But now it has reached the stage where further clearance will be dangerous for the entire ecosystem. There are tribals in some parts of Asia, Africa, and South America where shifting cultivation is still a part of their system of land procurement. Then the fifth one is protection of forests. So the existing forests should be protected. Apart from commercial cutting, unorganized grazing is also one of the reasons. There are several forest diseases resulting from parasitic fungi, rusts, mosquitoes, virus, and nematodes which cause the destruction of trees. The forest should be protected either by use of chemical spray, antibiotics, or by development of disease-resistant strain of trees. The number 6 is proper utilization of forest and forest's products. Generally, trees are cut for logs and the rest, including stump, leaves, branches, or foliage, is left as worthless debris. Further, waste occurs at the sawmills. There is thus need to utilize this waste material. Today, there are several uses have been developed and produced like waterproof, glues, board, and etc. The number 7 Role of government in forest conservation. Although the government of every country is very particular about conservation, so resources and has several rules and laws for protection of forests, but they are not implemented in an effective manner. So number 8 is forest management. Forest management resources is the key to all conservation efforts. In forest management, there are following aspects that should be taken into consideration. And one of them is survey of forest. When we say survey of forest, it is an inspection or survey of woodland or forest to ascertain the kinds, qualities, and number of trees on a given area. Then categorization of forest. It is also need to consider since forest has been classified according to the biomes in which they exist, combined with leaf longevity of the dominant species. Like for example, whether evergreen or deciduous leaf. Then economic use of forest. It is very important because forests are recognized as an integral part of national economies, providing a wide range of participation inputs, environmental goods, food, fuel, medicines, household equipment, building materials, and raw materials for industrial processing. Then the next one is administrative setting for forest management. So forest management is the process of planning and implementing practices for stewardship and use of forests to meet specific environmental, economic, social, and cultural objectives. It also deals with the administrative, legal, social, technical, and scientific aspect of managing natural resources. Then, training programs for persons engaged in forest conservation activities. It involves education and training implemented not only to those who engage in forest conservation activities but to all individuals, and it is a must that everyone should know and have an idea on how to conserve forest natural resources. Then, use of forest land as tourist centers. There are many tourist spots that everybody loves to go, but those who have managed tourist area should also impose rules and regulations to help on how to conserve natural resources. Then the next one is development of new techniques for conservation of forests. We can implement laws and rules to help prevent deforestation, monitor agriculture, and protect existing forests. Then research for efficient use and conservation of forests. We need to find out which areas require reforestation, regulating, and improving upon the commercial use of forest products. Then the last one is policy decisions and their proper implementation. A forest policy is a purposeful course of action or inaction undertaken by an individual or an organization that is dealing with a concern regarding the use of forest resources. So to sum up everything, conservation of forest resources can be done by cooperative efforts of the government, non-government, and the public through proper management system. And as individual who lives in a common localities, we can also help to conserve forest natural resources through practice of planting and maintaining forested areas for the benefit and sustainability of future generation. So that would be all in our topic. Thank you and God bless us all.